Namaste, Jai Bharat. Pradhan Mantri Narendra Modi ji is given the highest award of Sri Lanka, which is given to a foreigner. And the award is named Mitra Vibhushana. Does it ring a bell? Mitra Vibhushana. Let's see in which language is this Mitra Vibhushana. We know that in Sri Lanka people speak predominantly Sinhalese language as their mother tongue. And of course the Tamil migrants from Bharat speak Tamil, which of course is a Bharati language. But they had gone long back as migrants to Sri Lanka. They still speak their mother tongue. They live Tamil way of life. And Tamil way of life is just like any Tamil way of life, whether it's in Sri Lanka or in Bharat. And they have their own distinct culture. And we know that Tamil is the most oldest language, oldest living language in the world today. But this term, Mitra Vibhushana, comes from which language? Obviously, I need not to go further and stretch it. That evidently is a Sanskrit. So look, the highest award, the Param award of Sri Lanka, it's in Sinhalese language, but then it has its roots in Sanskrit language, Sanskrit language. And of course, they are predominantly Buddhists. That too, predominantly Theravada Buddhists. And Buddhism, Theravada Buddhism, is the first Buddhism which the Mahayanists call as Hinayana for technical reasons. Terminology is nothing really different. The Theravada Buddhists. And Buddhism is an extension or at that time refined version of Sanatana Dharma. Because during the time of Mahavira Swami, Jainism, and Bhagavan Sri Buddha, we see there were some changes required in the Sanatana Dharma's flow through time. And these people have given corrections. And they did not establish a separate Dharma. They established a version of a Dharma which we had in the past within Sanatana Dharma and which again we have today. We have multiple ways of expressions in Sanatana Dharma. We have gurus. And someone who belongs to a guru should belong to that guru only. He might not go to somewhere else, but nonetheless he is a Hindu. But when it went outside Bharat, they were called as Jains or Bauds. That's all. For the outsides, they looked different. For us, they don't look different. It's all the same. And one does not nullify the other. One does not say that that's not a proper faith. Nowhere in Bharat we say that faith is not appropriate, this faith is appropriate. Nowhere in Bharat we say that. If we don't say it, we can't say it because the Hindus go from one deity to other deity on a routine. Someone goes to a Ram temple and the next moment he goes to a Krishna temple and then he goes to a Shiva temple and then he goes to Ganesha, then he goes to Kartikeya. We have so many places to go. And you don't lose anything, you stand to gain. It's an ongoing process. We have universal kind of embracing epistemology we accept. We accept, respect, you worship. So that's how when religions like Islam came to Bharat, by force of course, so that repugnance was there, then Christianity through love. People were converted, no one bothered seriously. For a Hindu, a faith is akin to another faith. You have your way, I have my way. No one is telling this is a kafir man. Don't believe in him, don't believe in him. Anyway, so that's a kind of situation in Sri Lanka where they are given the highest award, that's Mitra Vibhushana. Vibhushana is still greater than Bhushana. So that signifies the ancient cultural connection between Bharatiya Sanskriti and Sri Lankan Sanskriti. They are not different people. They are with us. The language is also not very different from the languages spoken in the southern parts of Bharat. They have a lot of connections, gives and takes. So Sri Lanka is spiritually one with Bharat. They are a separate nation like Nepal. Nepal is a separate nation. But then they are culturally and spiritually one with us. Similarly, Sri Lanka is spiritually with us. They can't be cut off from us. We always have that attitude, appreciation towards those people. And when you practically stay with them and look at them and live with them, you don't find they are from a different nation. You just find he must be from some other state of Bharat, something like that only. No serious difference. Now, our Pradhan Mantri ji spent 3 days in Sri Lanka, which is not the usual days routine. He doesn't spend more than 2 days, except in US, which is a larger country, because there is a serious attempt from the parts of China to hijack Sri Lanka, to get themselves established in the Indian Ocean. Indian Ocean. They would like to have their authority. So they are trying to make Sri Lanka instrument. If you are not careful, Sri Lanka will get dissolved in the Chinese quagmire, and Bharat will stand to lose control. Disturbances no one likes. When Sri Lanka is under the influence of China, Sri Lanka don't disturb Bharat, but China through Sri Lanka can disturb. Using Sri Lanka as a medium, China can disturb us. They are notorious for disturbing China as a nation. I'm again telling Chinese, not the Chinese people. With Chinese people, we have similar relations as we have with Sri Lanka. They are Buddhists. Oh, they are officially not religious people, China. Supposed to be atheists because they're supposed to be communists, though they have nothing at all to do with communism. So, Sri Lanka has to be in close ties with Bharat. The more we are close to them, the more we can keep China away from disturbing the Indian Ocean. So our rulers, in their immense wisdom, know what to do, and they are doing appropriate things. We shall meet again with some other thought. Happy Ram Navami. Jai Bharat, Jai Sri Ram.